Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amber and I'm the owner of the Stew Project, where I help individuals maximize their living potential by simply taking an emphasis on wellness. Today we're going to have a raw conversation about something that too many people keep quiet, and that is emotional manipulation, betrayal, and learning to trust your intuition, especially when someone's actions don't match their image. Now, this video is for you if you've been in a situation where someone smiled in your face and twisted the truth behind your back, whether at work, in your friendships, or in your relationships. Now, I want to share a story inspired by a mix of personal experiences and conversations I've had over the years, because unfortunately, this is a pattern I've seen all too often. So picture this: you're in a busy office setting. There is a team working on a group project. One team member, let's call him Lenny, lying-ass Lenny, starts subtly twisting facts, sowing seeds of doubt, and undermining someone who quietly stepped back to protect their peace. Now, here's where it gets hard to watch. Another colleague, Crystal, someone who's outwardly spiritual, attends church services and ministry, shares devotionals, immediately believes Lenny. No question asked, no curiosity about the full story. Now, Crystal had previously been supported in countless ways, given tools and resources to level up her work, helped on her passion projects, even offered personal encouragement and spiritual community. But all of that was forgotten the moment manipulation entered the room. The heartbreaking part, the one doing the most to uplift others and add value to the team, was suddenly portrayed as the problem, while the person who had never invested in anyone's growth somehow became the most trustworthy. Now, it's moments like these that remind us emotional manipulation doesn't always look like yelling or gaslighting. Sometimes it's quieter, just enough to shift the narrative and turn people against the very person who had their back all along. And I'll be honest with you, this kind of betrayal hits differently when it comes from someone who claims to live by spiritual principles but can't discern truth from manipulation in real time. And the truth is, this kind of situation isn't rare. Once you start paying attention, you'll see it everywhere, in workplaces, relationships, even within so-called spiritual circles. There are patterns to this. You'll start to notice when you stop explaining away people's behavior, stop giving people the benefit of the doubt, stop believing their excuses, and noticing their changed behavior. So if you're not sure, here are 5 signs you might be dealing with emotional manipulation. Number 1, you feel emotionally confused after talking to them. You start questioning yourself, doubting what you know, or even feeling guilty even though you did nothing wrong. Number 2, they downplay or ignore your wins. When something good happens for you, they go quiet or they make it about them. That's not love, that's competition. Number 3, you're constantly justifying your boundaries. You find yourself over-explaining why you pulled back or why something hurt you. In a healthy relationship, your no doesn't require a presentation. Number 4, you keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, even when it doesn't add up. They may offer vague or emotional charged excuses like, "I'm going through a lot," or "my mom is sick." And while compassion is important, your gut keeps flagging something as off. Now, emotional manipulators often weaponize sympathy to dodge accountability. And number 5, you feel like you're always doing emotional labor. You're constantly checking in, fixing things, smoothing tension, or trying to understand where they're coming from, but they never do the same for you. It starts to feel like the relationship depends entirely on your emotional bandwidth. Now, let's talk about romantic relationships. One of the hardest pills to swallow is realizing that sometimes a partner is jealous of you. Not proud, not supportive, jealous. And it shows up like this: passive-aggressive comments about your goals, criticizing the attention you get, acting distant or irritated when you're doing well. They might never say, I feel threatened, but their energy will say it for them. If you constantly feel like you need to dim your light to keep the peace, that's not love. That's ego in disguise. Now, discernment is a muscle, and life will give you plenty of chances to strengthen it. Don't wait for someone to betray you twice. Start paying attention to how people act when you win. Notice who disappears when you set boundaries. You're not crazy for sensing that something's off. You're not cold for stepping back. You're not overreacting when you're protecting your peace. You are right. Okay? So if you've been second guessing your gut or trying to make peace with people who only like the smaller, quieter version of you, this is your time. This is your sign to stop. This is your sign and time to stop. Your peace is sacred. Your energy is currency. Don't let people who can't handle your truth rent space in your life. So real quick before I go, I'm going to do another card pull because I really like these from my Mind Info Oracle deck. So let's see what comes out. Oh, child. Baby, baby, you're not gonna emotional manipulate me no more. Baby, baby. All right, so we got 4 cards that came out. The first one is Have Faith. I hope you can see that. Anyway, and this says, it's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Now, when this card came out, it originally came out in reverse. So some of you may be having trouble with keeping the faith. So just keep that in mind. Do not allow your faith to wither, because it is during these times of adversity where you need to build your strength, okay? So if you have a hard time building your strength mentally, this is why I always do the purpose behind movement in my Stress Alchemy course, because when you physically see yourself doing something, it makes it easier for you to mentally apply it in other areas of your life. So this is why you do strength training, okay? So if you're having trouble with your faith, go into the weight room, go do some exercises to help build your faith, build your capacity for more, because that's all exercise does. It breaks down different areas of breaks down your muscles so they can rebuild to be stronger. Okay. Now, the next card is Speak Up. Can you see that? Whatever. Anyhow, Speak Up. It says, what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. So if there is anybody that's been dealing with emotional manipulation, that's been trying to play small, okay, it's time to speak up. Use your voice. Me, okay? You know, even if you have to say it through a song, you know, speak up, get your voice heard, make those boundaries. Now, the third card is Pause. This is, you're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're headed in the right direction before moving forward. Too often, we allow the disrespect, we allow the tiny annoyances, the microaggressions, all of these little pain points to keep poking at us until we explode and we go off the tangent. And we really need to learn to, okay, I'm saying this because this has happened to me, okay? We need to learn to pause and reflect and to take a step back before moving forward. Because a lot of times when our actions are fueled by emotions, we may make decisions that we may regret later. So this is why it's important to pause. Okay, I should have said pause before you speak up. Okay, so now the last card you got is listen. Listen to the sound in my heart. I think that's a song from Dreamgirls. I don't know the lyrics, but that might be something you need to listen to. That Dreamgirls song that Beyonce did. Listen. Anywho, I'll put the link in the description box. But anyway, this card says you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. You know, your intuition, when your intuition is it be on. Anywho, you've been asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. And last card I'm going to give you, because I mean, I love when the cards speak exactly to the message. And I've only been doing these cards. This is like the third. I think this is only the third time I've done this video, done the card pulls for a video, and it's been on point, okay? On the point. Man, the last card at the bottom of the deck, pay attention. It says you're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones you can't miss. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Okay, so that's all the card pulls for today, and let's wrap this up. Now, if this spoke to you, drop a comment, like, or share it with someone who needs it. And if you want support in getting grounded and clear, check out my mini stress alchemy course or my overwhelm survival guide in the description box. Keep in mind that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I will be offering my Overwhelm Survivor Guide free with any Nutrition Reset program purchased. And that includes my 28-day burnout recovery program, which is half off from now until March 31st. So if you want me to do a video next week on how to navigate toxic relationships you can't avoid, then let me know in the comments and I will get on that for next Sunday. I hope this helps. And just a final reminder, you've got this. Trust yourself, and I'll see you next week. Take care.